How do I go about creating blog posts for clients on subjects that I don't know much about? So when it comes to writing blog posts, there's a couple different approaches. If you're writing about something you already know about, then you're just going to pull from your memory and from your different experiences and things like that. Like what I like to do is when I resolve an issue for a client, I'll write a blog post about it because it's topical, it's top of the mind, I can come up with a lot of information. But when you're writing for something you don't know much about, like for example, when I'm writing for a client, you have to go through about a specific process, and I'm going to explain that in this video. I have a client that I write for a plumbing company. They've been around for 30 years, a very long time, very well established. And I'm writing for their blog. We're creating SEO for them. So when I want to create a blog post, let's say for smelly drains, for example. So with smelly drains, I don't know much about that, but it's one of the most common things for plumbers to resolve. So it could be a plugged up drain, it could be an anode issue in their water heater, it could be the water, it has bacteria in it. There's multiple different things that could be occurring to be causing a smelly drain. So what you want to do is take that issue, the smelly drain, how to resolve a smelly drain, and Google search that and find who are the top businesses that come up on that. We want to find local businesses who have written good content around that subject. And I'll go through and I'll look for little keywords, little things in it that can be helpful. So is it the anode? Is it about the water heater? Is it about a plugged up drain and bacteria forming in there? Is it about the water having bacteria that needs to be tested? So I'll pull those little chunks out and I'll save it and note those, and then I'll go and research those a lot more so I can get more information, like what is an anode? An anode is the bar that goes up and down in the water heater, and if that goes out, then bacteria can start to breed and flourish inside that water heater, and then it spreads through all the house, and then you get smelly water and smelly drains. So that can be one of the issues. But I didn't know much about that. Before I researched them, before I did this blog post, I had no idea what caused smelly drains. I mean, I could assume it's maybe something backed up, but I didn't really know. And more importantly, I didn't know what Google wanted to know in relation to that particular search phrase. So that's where the research really comes into play. When you want to write about something you don't know much about, and you want to create content that's going to rank well on Google, doing your research is really important. So you can go to Google and you can find actively what is Google ranking high on that particular search term, and then how can I take a little piece from this number one result, number two result, number three result, how can I take little pieces from each of those that I think are really interesting and expand on those points so that my blog post has a little mix of 1, 2, and 3 all together, but it expands on all of them and it has a more ultimate well-rounded approach to that particular subject. That's how you can really crush it when you're creating content for your blog or for your pages, anything online that you don't know a whole lot about. Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, if you already know and you're just reaching into your experience, I've been doing web design for 15 years, so I know a lot about web design, SEO, websites, domains, things like that. I know a lot about them. I can write about them. I can talk about them for days. But when it comes to things I don't know, I do need to do my research. And it's just like writing a paper for college. You need to do your research, you need to cite, you need to find your sources that are going to be reliable. And that's where you go to Google and you find out what is Google ranking up at the top, the number 1, number 2, number 3, those ones that are actually already successful in that search. And we want to pull from those and we want to find the little nuggets and we want to expand on them and give it its own flavor. We want to make sure that we write in our own words. Do not copy and paste anything from these sources. We're going to be rewriting all of this in our own words, but we definitely want to make sure that we're covering all the points that are important. So this is Joe Phil with SkyPoint Studios. I hope that's been helpful. Follow along for more tips just like this one. I definitely love sharing my insight, and what I do in my job is super, super exciting for me and interesting. I hope you find it as well. And if you do, like it, share it, and comment down below, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.